Well, hi there, Jason Rosen, here once again with a dear friend of mine, CEO of US Enzymes, Troy Aupperle. And we're here just to do a quick little intro to a couple of new products that we're very excited that are coming out. And they're both called Proteinxym. We've got a chocolate and a vanilla variety. Troy, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you decided to make this product, and what led to getting this into our enzyme line, because this is an enzyme activated protein, which is very unique. So could you touch a little bit about on the what led to the development of these products, please?
Yeah, kind of going back from my athletic background, always looking for a kind of a cutting edge protein, something, our bodies are protein organisms, so anytime that we can assimilate and utilize our proteins more efficiently, we're going to benefit. We're all going to benefit from that. So really that was kind of the driving force. And then also looking out in the industry, you see a lot of, supposedly clean products. But if you ever taste them, right, it'll be the last time you eat them or drink them. So we wanted to have the best of both worlds. So it's really combining all the demands that people are putting on products today, which is great as far as non-dairy, non-soy, non-GMO, gluten-free, low calories, low glycemic index, low sodium content, no allergens. It's organic. It's as good as it gets from that perspective. But more importantly, our baseline was going back to the taste. So we've done 6 months worth of adapting and changing and making sure the taste is exactly spot on. So these when you try this, I promise you'll never find anything this great tasting and this good for you. So that's kind of the best of both those worlds coming together in these products, and we're super excited. They're going to sell themselves.
Absolutely. I've tried them myself. I just love how there's no thickness at all to them. They just drink down like it's basically like chocolate milk, but of course it's dairy free. And of course they're very unique because they're activated by your trademark enzymes. Can you touch a little bit about on the enzyme piece?
Yeah, we did a couple things in here. One as far as the astrozyme, so that's our clinically studied enzyme that does two things. One, it ensures that the proteins are completely broken down to amino acids and smaller peptides. And then the second part of that is the absorption factor. So we've seen the absorption rates go up between 30 and 60%. So that's huge. So you're going to get more out of the protein that you're taking, which is key. And it's not necessarily like some of these proteins might have 20 grams of protein. I go, well, how much of that are you actually absorbing?
Absolutely.
Probably not even half of it. So I go, these might have slightly lower numbers. Our protein content in here, I believe, is 14 grams, but you're going to get 14 grams of protein out of it. So
because you are absorbing all of it with the enzyme activation. Absolutely. Another thing I just love is a lot of proteins out there are really high in carbohydrates and they're really high in sugars, or else the ratio is pretty similar. But yours has got 7 carbs to just 1 gram of sugar, and that's pretty much an ideal ratio of carbs to sugar. So I just love that piece of it. And then to make things enhance things further, you've got the lowest glycemic berries in here. We've got goji berries, we've got cranberries, strawberries, things that are very low in sugar, but also very high in antioxidants. You've got your kale, and then also you've got the probiotic blend in there. Can you touch a little bit on the probiotics?
Yeah, again, from a kind of to help absorb any of the carbs, the fats, as well as some of the proteins. The 4 strains of bacteria that we chose to put in there are also very well known, for helping with that, and also just from a immune boosting perspective, and again, just like the assimilation of proteins from one end of the digestive tract all the way through to the other end, so that we want to make sure that we maximize what we get out of the proteins. So again, you'll recognize the names. They're very, very well known, very well studied and researched, clinically researched strains of bacteria.
Yeah, excellent. And then also I like the fact that these are all just completely safe for the vegan. So there's pea protein, we've got pumpkin seed protein, we've got a little bit of brown rice and hemp protein all in the same product. So that's just a lovely thing as well. Anything else that you want to touch on as far as the sourcing of the proteins?
No, kind of going back, because the controversy that happened recently with brown rice and high, heavy metal content in there. So
arsenic, yeah.
Arsenic, yes. So we wanted to lower that's the amount of that in here. So it's a much smaller percentage of the whole blend, and why we chose to do that. Again, we obviously have tested this for the heavy metals. We did put the Prop 65 warning on the product because if it does end up in California at any point, that's the safest thing from a company perspective, is just to have that on there. Those would be posted online, so as far as you can see what the content, the actual heavy metal content per serving, will list that on there. So because we use the lower quantities of brown rice, that's a non-issue.
Excellent. So as far as using this for patients, I mean, this is going to be good for just about anybody, especially a diabetic patient or patients that are coming off a gluten-free or coming off, a grain and gluten diet, coming into therapy, and most of your practitioners are going to put them on a grain-free or gluten-free diet. And a lot of people, they're going to have a hard time with a couple of things. They're going to have a hard time with hunger, and they're going to have a hard time with constipation. So I just love how you can get a really clean source of protein here, but it's got the probiotics and the enzymes, to enhance the digestive piece of it as well. So really excited to get these products out to our doctors and get them in the hands of their patients.
Absolutely.
All right, Troy, thanks so much. Exciting stuff.